everybody. What's going on? It's Jose Arias and Adrian Arias back again for podcast number 14. Say hi, Adrian.
Hi.
And today we're going to talk about Adrian's favorite subject, Sonic the Hedgehog. Tell us why you like Sonic so much, Adrian.
Because Sonic he's cool. I mean, you know, when you were a kid, your favorite speed character was
The Flash.
The Flash. Sonic is the same thing, but a different character.
We're going to go through different facts. And I'm going to say some stuff about Sonic, and we're going to get Adrian's reaction to the different facts and see what he has to say about them. Is that cool, Adrian? All right, here we go. Number one, according to the Sonic comic, Sonic's speed and color are a result of a lab accident. Sonic had a weird lab accident involving a hamster wheel and some sneakers, and this managed to give him blue fur and super speed. Really? Sonic was supposedly a normal brown hedgehog until the accident happened. What do you think, Adrian?
Goodness.
That's crazy, right? He was brown before. He was a normal hedgehog before, and some weird chemical landed on him, and
the shoes were in that box.
The shoes, he's on the shoes too. So he became Sonic the Hedgehog.
I thought the shoes is what Sonic gave him. What gave Sonic power?
Yeah. No, actually, it was the chemical in the lab that gave him the power to run.
Wow.
And turned his fur from brown to blue. That's pretty cool. I never knew that.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. Sonic cannot swim due to mistaken information about real hedgehogs. When Sega first made Sonic, they were under the impression that hedgehogs couldn't swim. So they made Sonic drown if he stayed underwater for too long. This, unfortunately, is not true. Sonic's creators simply never double-checked the facts and assumed that they were correct, and never knew that that hedgehogs can't swim, and that they don't necessarily drown. So they were wrong. You know, in the game when you play, if Sonic lands in water
and he stays in there for too long,
he drowns.
There's these numbers that go like you have to it's like 10 countdown.
Mm-hmm.
A countdown backwards from 10, like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and in 0. If it hits 0, you're dead.
Yeah, well, they were wrong. The creators were wrong because hedgehogs can't swim.
Yeah, that would be good if Sonic can swim.
They messed up. They've never corrected that mistake. They've left it like that in every other game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big mistake.
Big mistake.
All right. Technically, the story of Sonic says he can run faster than light, but he's never been clocked at that speed. So he's never been measured to run faster than the speed of light.
So he can't run as fast as the speed of light. My goodness.
There's never been a game with a speed meter that checked his running to see if he was running at the speed of light.
Wow. Just wow.
Technically, if he could run at the speed of light, his surroundings would distort, and everything would shift in a weird way, making the game almost unplayable. Also, it wouldn't be that hard to get to the end of the stage at the speed of light, as Sonic would essentially be massless. So technically, if he could run at the speed of light, he would run so fast that you couldn't see anything in the background. The level would be.
The background is just the background is usually when he runs. It's blue.
Right, but if you ran at the speed of light, you couldn't see the background because he's running so fast that the background would be blurry. And technically, he could run from the beginning of the game to the end of the game and finish the whole game quickly. So technically, he can't run at the speed of light because it's not possible to play the game correctly in running that fast.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? What do you think about that?
Wow, so he can't run at the speed of light when...
Well, technically, he can run at the speed of light. They say he can, but he's never been measured at that speed.
Wow. So he can run at the speed of light.
The comic book says he can, but he's never been measured in the arcade version as being able to do that.
Wow. Okay. So he can run at the speed of light in comics.
In the comics, yeah. In comics, technically, he can. Did you know that Sonic 3 and the game Sonic and Knuckles are actually the same game?
What?
Yeah. Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles combined to create Sonic 3 and Knuckles when you insert one game into the other. This was all thanks to Sega's lock-on technology, except that the technology was actually kind of a sham. So technically, they're the same game. They came out. They took the same parts and the same data, and basically just splice it together to make one game. But they advertise it as two games. Technically, it's the same game. Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, and I never usually pick Sonic because Knuckles is just so fun to play with in that game. Because he can like hover, and when he reaches the walls, he can climb. Sonic can't do any of that. So he's an easier player in the game.
Yeah, that's just pretty cool.
So that's why I picked.
Kind of messed up though, because when you think about it, they advertised two games.
And they made it into one.
And technically, it's only one game, so they were selling two games, which are basically copies of each other. So it's if you bought one game and you bought the other one, you technically bought the same game, and you were ripped off. So it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cool. But anyway, let's get to that. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who do you think did the music for Sonic the Hedgehog?
I don't know because I don't know.
You don't know who did the music for Sonic the Hedgehog? Michael Jackson.
What the?
Yeah, Michael Jackson did the music for Sonic the Hedgehog. He was a big fan of the game.
What?
And they asked him if he could record some songs, some tracks for the game, and he took some time out of his schedule and recorded it for the game. He was a big gamer, and he loved to play. What do you think?
My favorite music player and my favorite character, his theme song is from Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson recorded the theme song. He did it. I never knew that. He's very, very talented, Michael Jackson, huh? To do all that stuff that he did. Take time out of his schedule to do music and concerts, and then go out and compose a video game soundtrack. Did you know that Sega's color is actually a marketing scheme? Why is Sonic blue? Because the logo for Sega is actually blue.
I know.
It's the same color. So they wanted a character that represented the company. So they made him blue. Also,
yeah,
blue apparently stands for peace. And Sega wanted Sonic's colors to reflect his good guy with a bad attitude nature.
And red stands for...
I don't know what red stands for. I just know what blue stands for. I'm looking at my fact sheet.
So Sega's
a company.
Sega's a company and it's blue, so they made Sonic blue. It's obvious. Why would someone have a reaction to that? It's obvious.
Well, some people wanted to know why he was blue. Why is a hedgehog not necessarily blue? Hedgehogs are brown.
Yeah, but they're pretty fast.
Yeah.
I seen one run. They're pretty fast. In Death Bar,
if you played the game, you know that Sonic loves to breakdance. It's one of his favorite.
Dance. Oh yeah, I have a shirt where he's on his hand. So now, yeah.
In Super Smash Bros., one of his taunts is a breakdance.
Yeah.
Several 3D Sonic games show Sonic breakdancing, or level clear screens as well.
Wow.
Finally, in Sonic Battle, Sonic's entire fighting style was based on breakdancing. Breakdancing is easy as much a canon for Sonic as his love for chili dogs.
What?
As much as he loves chili dogs, it's the same amount of love he has for breakdancing.
What the?
Yeah.
What? My goodness.
Yeah.
These are some weird facts.
Here's another one. Sonic has multiple birthdays. Technically, in the comic book, in the video game, it says that Sonic's birthday is June 23rd.
Oh my goodness.
But the comic book says his birthday is actually on Christmas or a holiday called Boxing Day.
Oh my goodness. And they say on Sonic's birthday, Eggman tries to capture Sonic.
Yeah. Well, technically, his birthday is June 23rd, 1991, which is the day the game came out in America. So technically, the video game says that's his official birthday. But the comic book gives a different birth date. So nobody really knows how old he is or when his birthday was.
I know he looks like a teenager. Because even Power Rangers is a teenager.
Eggman was Robotnik's original Japanese name.
Robotnik. Who's Robotnik?
Robotnik's one of the Dr. Robotnik, one of the enemies. Eggman.
Eggman Robotnik.
Robotnik is Eggman. The main bad guy in the game.
Is Robotnik?
Yeah, Robotnik. He's called Dr. Robotnik in I guess in America or Japan. And here in America he's called Eggman.
Yeah. And I know why. It's obvious why he's called Eggman.
Why?
He looks like a giant egg.
Well, that's Sonic making fun of him, trying to get under his skin, trying to make him angry. So he calls him Eggman. That's not really his name, but in essence,
Mega Man.
In essence, he adopted the name because it just stuck. Sometimes nicknames get stuck when you don't actually fight back, and you get stuck with a nickname you don't want to have. Did you know that Sonic was originally going to have a girlfriend called Madonna?
Madonna.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a girlfriend in the game.
Ew. That's disgusting.
You don't like girls?
Mm-mm.
Supposedly, Madonna was a blonde girl in a red dress that could have competed with Jessica Rabbit for Best Animated Turn-On. Unfortunately, Sega thought this would be inappropriate for kids and ditched the Madonna idea altogether. But they never went back to that idea. When they were planning the game out, they wanted to give him a girlfriend, and they never finished that idea.
Wow.
You're glad they didn't have a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Good cooties.
Cooties aren't real.
Well, you just said ew about girls, so maybe you think cooties are real.
They're not.
Sonic's
Everyone
games
knows they're not real.
All right. Sonic's games are older than he is.
Wait, what?
Sonic's games are older than he is. Supposedly, Sonic's age is 15.
What? So he is a teenager.
He's a teenager.
I knew it.
But in a game that came out several years after the first game came out, he's still 15. Which means he either went back in time to when he was 13, when he was 15, to when he was 15.
So he keeps on going back in time and back in time.
To stay the same age.
Every year. He stays the same age. It's like a frozen age.
In Sonic Jam, Sonic is actually 16 years old in that game.
What? So he did go back in time.
Well, it's not really it's a mystery because they're saying that it could be the consequence of a time curve, like in Flash when he went back in time.
Oh yeah.
So Sonic keeps going back in time to stay young forever. Stay 15.
And 16. 16's young.
Did you know the Sonic comic book is the longest running comic book based on a video game?
What?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I have like tons of books of those.
Sonic was the first video game character to be in a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Sonic's the what?
Sonic was the first video game character to be in a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. He was the first video game character of all time. Not before Pac-Man, before Donkey Kong, there was Sonic. Sonic was the first to be in the parade.
Oh. And before everything else, it was Sonic.
Yeah.
So Sonic is competing very well with Mario.
Did you know that Sonic's original name was supposed to be Mr. Needle Mouse?
Mr. Needle Mouse?
Needle Mouse.
Needle Mouse?
Yeah, they decided not to call him that.
Needle Mouse.
Eggman's mustache is fake. In the game, it's fake.
Yeah, in another game where Sonic X, that's my worst mortal enemy in Sega. Sonic X, he killed Eggman and he turned him into one of his own, and his beard actually looks fake. And Eggman's is fake, but it doesn't look like it's fake.
Did you know originally Eggman was supposed to be the hero, not Sonic?
What?
Yeah. You guys say something different than what? You guys say something different.
Oh my goodness.
And originally, instead of calling him Sonic, they were going to call him Field the Rabbit.
No.
Yeah. Glad they called him Sonic, right?
Yeah. That's a good name.
Anyway, thanks for listening to our podcast. That's it for today.
And look for Kids Talk.
We're gonna tape it soon with my nephews when we get a chance, and we'll be talking about topics and things that are important for kids. Say bye, Adrian.
Bye.
See you next week.
Best podcast ever.